was the founder of Siri. And you guys, I was the founder of Siri, which is in the iPhones. I have a lesson for all the entrepreneurs here. You guys probably already know this lesson, but when you're an entrepreneur, you need to have a big idea, right? You don't want to do something that already exists. Like a magician, you have to imagine an impossible future and try to make it come true, right? 25 years ago, Siri would have been like magic. So when you have the idea, it's not enough to tell people about it. You actually have to build a prototype so you can show people what the world would be like if your idea came true. And once you have a prototype, you need to be very clear why your solution is better than the competition. Not all entrepreneurs remember to do that. It's very important. So it was 2007 when I started the company, and Google was all powerful. And the iPhone had just come out. So we're going to try to raise money from venture capitalists. So we walk in and they're going to go, well, we've got Google, we've got the iPhone. And I said, Siri is going to be better than Google in 3 ways. You have to be very clear. Why are you better? Number one, if you put in keywords into a search engine, you just get back links. Siri is going to answer the question directly. Google doesn't do that. Apps don't do that. Number two, I want to be able to refine it like a conversation. Like, what about tomorrow? How about the next day? Search engines aren't good at that at all. And number three, I want to be able to have Siri help me with multiple tasks at the same time. Like if you're planning dinner and a movie, really hard to coordinate this time and this movie. 3 ways Siri's better. So I built a prototype, and you're in luck. I brought it with me today. Would you like to see the first version of Siri? We used to.
Yeah.
It's so precious to me. I created a special box. I carry it around in a little box. And here it is. Now, the first prototype wasn't software. It was actually a paper prototype, but it worked. I'll tell you. Now, I want you to see this. So we've got all the cards. I want you to see that they're all different, and I'm going to mix them. So they're in no special order. I don't want you to, he had them in some preconceived order, right? We can mix them all different, all special order. Now we need Siri a problem. We need to give Siri a problem. So we've got all these cards. What I want you to do, out of this deck, could you just pick one card? Just put your finger on any card that you like. Right here? All right. So we'll take it out. We'll actually pick up one for you as well. All right. Now, I don't know what card you picked. You don't even know what cards you picked.
Who does?
I know who knows. Let's ask Siri. Now let me show you how it works. This is my first version of Siri. Better than Google. I'm going to prove to you. You notice there's a little button on the back of every card. All you have to do is you go, dee-dee. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't put speech recognition in my paper prototype of Siri, but I did do what's called natural language understanding. So you can type questions to Siri, and it will answer them. So remind me of your name. Luke. So Luke, you've got a card here. You chose out of the shuffle deck. It could be a red card, or it could be a black card. I don't know. You don't even know. Let's ask Siri. So if I say, Siri, what color is Luke's card? Color, I have to type it. I go C-O-L-O-R, color. Siri says, you chose a red card. Now maybe, right? That's 50-50 chance, red or black. What would be more impressive is if I could ask Siri what number you chose. Maybe you chose a 6 or a 2 or a king, I don't know. Siri, what number did Luke choose? I have to type it. N-U-M-B-E-R, number. 7. According to my prototype, it says you chose a red 7.
What suit is it?
Excellent question. Now, if it's red, it could be hearts or it could be diamonds. Siri, is it hearts? Hearts. Hearts. Siri says, oh no, you chose a diamond. Now this is a shuffle deck. You chose any card on 4th. Now this is not artificial intelligence, but if I ask Siri, what's the match? The MATCH. If this were artificial intelligence, these are cards, it says that the card you chose freely out of the deck is the red 7 of diamonds. Well, the match would be the other red 7. The red 7 of hearts. And Luke, that means the card you chose on 4th out of the shuffle deck that we shuffled was the red 7 of diamonds. Now, investors, Google cannot do this. I said when you build a prototype, you need to be clear why your new company can do better than the competition. I said Siri, unlike Google gives you links. Siri will answer every question directly. You ask what suit, it told you what suit. I also said Siri would be better because you could refine your question like a conversation. Search engines don't do that. You can't say, how about tomorrow, what about... We said, like, is it red, is it diamond? And it answered that as a conversation context. But we also said that Siri could handle multiple tasks at the same time, like dinner and a movie. Now, Stephanie, we chose a card for you out of the deck. I don't know what it is. You don't even know what it is. Watch this. Siri's going to solve your problem at the same time. Now this was the color pile, right? We said, what color is it? Siri, what color is Stephanie's card? At the same time, it says you chose a black. Now this card, what's the number? We said, okay, black, but what number did she choose? I don't know. Could be anything. Siri says a 2. She said you chose a 2. Maybe we mixed the cards. We saw them pick. Now if it's black, Luke's going to say, well, what suit is it? Is it clubs or spades? Siri, what suit is Stephanie's card? Spades. Every card in the deck has exactly one match. So if this were really artificial intelligence, better than Google, better than apps, then Stephanie, you chose the black 2 of spades. The match would be the other black 2, the black 2 of clubs, and that means you chose.
Boom! Oh my God!
So that's a lesson. That's a lesson for entrepreneurs. When you start a company, have a big idea, a magical idea. Build a prototype so you can show what the world would be like if it exists, and be very clear why your technology is better than anything in the world at that time. That was the first person. One more question for you. So I ran Siri at Apple. I got to see all the logs. Now you know that there are functional domains for Siri, like what's the weather, set a timer, stuff like that. But Siri had personality. That's something else I wanted Siri to have that Google didn't have, right? So you know, kids like to ask those funny questions, those humorous questions of Siri. I saw the logs. Are you curious? Do you want to know what the #1 most popular question people ask Siri? That not the functional questions like weather or timer, but the funny questions. Any ideas?
What number is going to win the lottery?
That's not in the top 10.
Do you have a joke?
Tell me a joke is in the top 10, but not #1. It's the weather. No, not the domains. The funny things that you would ask. So I'll tell you, and this is an important lesson for your products that you're building. It's always about relationships. People want to connect with your product. And the #1 question people would ask Siri, at least while I was there at the time I was looking at the logs, True story. True story. And we programmed not only all the functional questions that you could ask, we programmed in those personal questions. So what? I got to clear the conversation, so we'll just cut the deck somewhere. That's how you start over a new conversation.